borough mayor saved what could have been a mass shooting, but we did have a mass shooting over the weekend with the Cyber Cafe. What do you say to those victims and those families?
Well, first, I don't want to take away from the fact that this police department did something I think should be lauded by stopping a mass shooting that could have occurred in our city. Our department here they're first responders. They're here to respond to criminal incidents that occur in our city. And there is a coward out there somewhere who picked up a firearm and decided to, harm people right here in downtown Richmond. And so my heart goes out to the families. I'm glad there hasn't been any deaths because of that one incident right there. But I know without a doubt that this department will do its due diligence in seeking out who did this crime and bring that individual to justice. Because obviously, if you're willing to shoot at 6 people and harm 6 people, you're likely to do it again. And we want to get that type of person off the streets here in the city. And so for the families out there, this department will do everything they can, the city will do everything they can to bring that individual or individuals to justice.
Have you had conversations with Colette McKeechin, the Commonwealth Attorney, about, hey, we got to get some teeth into this stuff and get them behind bars and make them stay there?
I've had conversations with the Commonwealth's Attorney, but I also want you to know that the Commonwealth's Attorney is just one piece of the justice system in local government. We need judges to do their part and put people, make sure they stay behind bars. If you are a criminal who's willing to take someone's life or willing to harm and maim anyone, you should be behind bars a little bit longer, I think. But also, we need state and federal government to step up as well. All right, unfortunately, we are the ones who, when things don't happen at the top level, at the federal government, state level, we are the front lines. We are on the front lines. Our communities are on the front lines. And so we lock them up. Then the Commonwealth Attorney does their part to put them away. But then when they're getting light sentences and they're back out on the street, that puts more into the activity log for our officers. And so we can do all the investing. We can change policies in our power that we have here locally, but we don't get any help from the judicial branch or from the state government or federal government. This is going to be a continual cycle. And unfortunately, that's been the case for generations in urban locales like Richmond. I'll take one more and then.
Do you feel like the police department has enough resources to continue to prevent tragedies like this?
Well, I put $11 million more, not me, the members of City Council and I worked together, put $11 million more into the Richmond Police Department, right? So we can be competitive here in the region. And that's a positive, obviously. But what I hear from officers all the time is it's more than just about pay. It's about, you have a quality of life in your neighborhood and at home. You also have to up the quality of life in your workplace as well. We're going to continue to focus on that. Also, we can't continue to put this all on the shoulders of police officers as well. This is about community safety. And that's why we put a lot of dollars into gun violence prevention and intervention. We got folks here with our Parks and Recreation Department who are with us today because they play a central role in preventing young people to choose a life of crime. That's why we invest major dollars, a 33% increase in public education in the city over the course of the last 5 years. They did that. Why? They know because our children, just like any children, the children living in Henrico, Chesterfield, you name it, deserve a better path than a path centered in crime, centered in wrong decisions. And so we can continue to invest into the police department, but we can't just be tough on crime and say investing in law enforcement is the only answer. We also got to be tough on the root causes of crime. I've said that daily, weekly, until I'm blue in the face. And you're getting the side for me today is that I'm frustrated because we were here to talk about what could have happened on July 4th, and yet we're talking about other things today. So I want to end by saying, let's thank our police department for the great job they did to prevent a tragedy in this city. And also take the time to thank them for the tragedies that they're preventing each and every day. That may not involve a mass shooting. It may just involve a kid getting his hand on a gun and someone calling it in. That's our community that's doing that. That's this police department that's doing that. Okay? So take the time to do that, and remember, if you see something, say something.